Hi everybody, welcome to Feed Your Spark. Today we'll be doing traditional French dishes. It's going to be a little bit of a longer video just because I'm going to talk more in it, but let's get started. The first dish we're going to make is going to be called a poulet pot, which translates into chicken in a pot. So our mise en place for today is going to be chicken broth or bone broth. I've said before I love bone broth, it's my personal favorite. Carrots, celery, pearl onions, green onions, and a whole chicken. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our broth into the pot. Traditionally, this is made with half chicken broth, half water. So I'm just going to use all chicken broth. Going to put our chicken in the pot. I needed a bigger pot, so once we put the pot on the burner and bring it to a boil, then what we're going to do is we're going to cut up the vegetables. I bought a nice little mandolin here. We're going to take our carrots. So, cooking as we know it was started in France, and it was anything in here. It was started in France, and it was started as like upper high-end food for rich people, pretty much. And that's what we call that's what we know as classical cooking today. And it's a lot of very intricate flavors. And why doesn't this work? So all the things that we know, and I grew up in the 80s, so, and the media at that time always portrayed couples going to fancy French restaurants on dates, and that's why it was like that. So dishes like this, and the quiche Lorraine we're going to make later, and the apple tartine we'll also make later. That's all traditional French cooking, because it was supposed to be for like upper class rich people. And that's our carrots. Oh, the celery. I don't think the celery's gonna work on the mandolin, but we'll try it anyway. What do you know? Here we go. This dish, poulet pot, was started by King Henry of France, and what he wanted was he wanted all of his subjects to always have chicken in the pot on Sunday, which is why it's called chicken in a pot. That's the celery, green onions. I'm going to do that in the end. And in my first video, I said I wanted to have this to be like teaching and training. And so I'm kind of going back to that because my niece, Jade, wants to be a chef. So and I went to I majored in hotel and restaurant management. So I didn't learn, so I learned everything that all the chefs learned, but I didn't actually go through most of the training that the chefs did. Because chef is a title, like police officer or judge or doctor. It's not just like a personal profession. It's a title. You have to go to school and earn the title chef. You can't just be like, oh, I'm a chef. Because if cook at Applebee's. Nothing wrong with Applebee's, just saying. So there's the green onions. This thing does not want to work. And if you wanted to, you could put potatoes in this. That'd be good too. Or just whatever you want. It's your dish. Make it whatever you like. So, when the broth comes to a boil, you're going to add the vegetables and you're going to cook it 20 minutes per pound of the chicken. So I have a 6-pound chicken. It's going to cook for the next 2 hours. Okay, the next dish we're going to be making is quiche Lorraine. So our mise en place for this is going to be frozen uncooked pie crust, carrots, bacon, green onions, mushrooms, eggs. We're also going to do a cup of milk. So for this, you're going to want to preheat the oven to 350 because we're going to do what's called a blind bake, where we're going to bake the pie crust with nothing in it. And that's just so the pie crust cooks, and with it already cooked, because the eggs aren't going to take long to cook, so we bake the crust so that the crust won't still be raw, but the eggs will be cooked. So I'm going to cook that. You're going to take all your vegetables. And this is pre-cooked bacon. You can make the bacon yourself if you want, but like I said, I'm busy. I ain't got time for that. And you can put however much bacon you want. I like bacon, so I'm going to put a lot in. And there we go. And once your pie crust is baked, you're going to want to put it in a 350 oven for 20 minutes. And then when it's out, let it cool, and then we'll make the egg filling. Once your pastry dough has baked, you're going to take 4 eggs. You're going to take 4 eggs, a cup of milk, and you're gonna beat that together. So this recipe would be great for breakfast or brunch, or if you're trying to impress someone. Right. That's all done. Take your pie crust, add the vegetables to it, and you're gonna add the egg mixture to it. And then you're gonna cook it at 350 for 50 minutes. After the 2 hours are over, take the chicken out and then cut it. It's like chicken noodle soup, but it's heartier and it's less brothy. It'd be great on like a cold winter day. And it's just really, really good. Alright, after the 40 minutes in the oven, you might want to let it set for a little while and cool down just so the eggs can finish setting. But after that, it's not what I was expecting. I don't like eggs. I've never liked eggs. But I like this. I like this a lot. The vegetables and the pie crust kind of overpower the egg flavor, so you don't really taste it. And again, I like bacon. Bacon's always good. Very good. Very, very good, French. The last dish we're gonna make is an apple tart tatin. So you're gonna need butter, cinnamon, puff pastry, apples peeled and sliced, and a little bit of whiskey. So let's get started. Okay, so we're gonna start with a whole stick of butter. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a caramel sauce. We're gonna melt the butter. Butter melting is fantastic. Fantastic entertaining, I'm aware of that. Once the butter is melted, you're going to throw in a cup of sugar. You can use white sugar. I'm using brown sugar. And this is going to make the caramel sauce. This is all caramel is just sugar. Just cooked sugar. Now this is melting. You're going to take and place your apples. So this is going to be like an upside down apple pie. So you're going to place the apples in a pretty formation. And we're just going to add like a little bit of whiskey, just for flavor. This will burn off. And when you're done placing the apples, you're going to take your puff pastry, you're going to fold it so that it covers it. And then you're going to just finish it off in the oven. After cooking the tart tatin at 350 for 40 minutes, you let it cool down, and and then you flip it over. The crust is flaky, and the apples are sweet, and the caramel gives it like a flavor that like an apple pie just doesn't have. It's absolutely fantastic. So, thank you. See you all again next time. Bye.